You're watching DD India News Hour, and we are now joined by Mr. Anurag Bajpai, who is Joint Secretary in the Department of Defense Production in the Ministry of Defense, and we're going to talk about self-reliance in the defense production sector. Thank you very much, sir, for being with us. Now, Prime Minister describes the Tejas as a manifestation of the strength and skills of 140 crore Indians. So, I mean, for our international viewers, why is this such a national, achievement?
Today it's a very big day because the Prime Minister of India has himself flown on LCA Tejas, and a direct message to the industry, to our R&D experts, to our engineers, to our whosoever was involved in the production of LCA Tejas. A direct message that the country has trust on your capabilities. And that is the most important part of today's journey or travel by Honorable Prime Minister. Now the message to the world which you have asked about. Indian Air Force is now procuring Tejas because the focus is on our product, indigenized products. Because the geopolitical situation at present, we cannot depend on any country as such. Because if we have to protect our boundaries, if we have to protect our, various borders, we need our systems, our platforms, which have all the items or maximum items made in India.
Yes.
So that we can have the complete supply chain whenever there is a need. So that is the need. Now the message to the world that yes, India is capable. If you really want to come with India, please come here, make in India and make for the world.
Sure.
So that is the thing.
We can see that also with India's exports, defense exports have grown to 16,000 crores when figures were last available to us. But the question is, how competitive are Indian defense products, let's say, for the Indian Ocean region where India has a sphere of influence?
Here I would like to, give example of the exports only. There are 200 plus countries in the world, and India is exporting to 106 countries at present. When it comes to platforms, yes, there are African nations, there are IOR nations, there are countries in Southeast Asia. And now, the best example I would like to give, recently in month of June, if you see, US and India have come together for having the joint challenges with the startups. So US wants their startups and our startups to work together on deep technologies. Means the countries who are already having high-end technologies, they also believe in Indian brains, Indian technologies now, and they are trying to work together. Not only US, now the France, Sweden, Israel, all have shown the similar interest with India. And they want to come India, want to have joint ventures with Indian companies and develop products here.
Sure.
Both the things, because India has a big market, domestic market, as well as we have very good, policies for the export, to promote the exports. We also provide the marketing strategies to them so that commercially they are also, comfortable. They get all these opportunities here in India.
Okay. But to what extent is opening up the defense sector to private participation helped also to improve the edge of our defense public sector undertakings in terms of collaborations with the private sector and PPP models, one can say? Has that helped improve the overall product?
Actually, India, this defense sector was opened in 2001 for the private sector participation. Thereafter, if you see the growth, initially there was slow, but in last 6-7 years, there was tremendous growth and more than 200% jump was there in getting the defense licenses, manufacturing licenses in India. Why it happened? Because of the simplification of licensing procedure. So the policies also, and then the visibility to the industry that yes, their products, because defense is a monopsony.
Yes.
Government is the only buyer.
Only buyer, yes.
So
One
they
buyer,
need
many
market.
sellers,
They
yes.
need market for their project to become commercially viable. So the market, domestic market in India, plus export, plus a surety from the government, yes, your products will be procured. That is why in the capital procurement, if you see in the current year, 75% of the budget has been earmarked for the domestic procurement only. Okay. So it is a visibility. Then another action which has been taken in the policies, that positive indigenization lists which have been brought, where it has been said that after this year, a particular year, that product will not be imported. So the industry has got the visibility.
Right.
So, and this message has also gone to foreign OEMs. So they know that after this year, the imports will not be there. So they have to come here, and here they find the domestic market, conducive regime for domestic market as well as export market. So
Indeed.
It's a combined effect of all the policy measures which have been taken up.
Indeed. Mr. Bajpai, India has already achieved a high level of self-reliance in terms of, let's say, Navy as well as on for the armed forces, Army's requirements. But as far as the Air Force is concerned, I mean, how do Indian-designed UAVs, for instance, stealth, radars, etc., compare with those of our adversaries? And are we? Is this an area where we are looking at a lot of promise?
I'll start with the example of LCA only, which was flown today by the Honorable Prime Minister. At present, LCA is having 55% indigenous content, and in next 2-3 years, it is going to become 70%.
Okay.
If I take the number of items which are indigenous out of this, so out of about 350 items, 210 are already indigenous. Rest are being imported, but out of that 134 that is remaining, 88 are already under indigenization. So our pace is very fast. We are going to become self-reliant, particularly in manufacturing of this fighter aircraft. That is number one.
Yes.
Now you have raised the question of UAVs.
Yes.
Our startups have done tremendously well in developing the UAV technologies, drone technologies, including anti-drone technologies. This also includes weaponized drones. And many countries, not only the domestic forces, many other countries are looking for our products, particularly in case of UAV sector. And there are favorable policies at present for the manufacturing of UAVs or drones. And we are doing tremendously well, and many developed countries are looking for our technologies in this.
So one can see that there is organic growth taking place in the industry. But do you know how much interest is there amongst the younger generation of, let's say, engineers wanting to join DRDO, other defense sector manufacturers, to try and make careers and also to take India forward? I know that there are internships and apprenticeships that are taking place, but what is the quality coming out?
See, defense sector is always, it charms every youngster. And so there are two streams. One is DRDO, another is IDEX, that is for defense innovation. DRDO is already having many programs where startups are engaged, like Technology Development Fund, then DARE program is there. And they are also having many outreach programs. Through services, through their own efforts, they are trying to bring the startups into the system, and then they provide conducive platforms for their growth. Now coming to IDEX. IDEX has become a very big platform for the startups' growth. And at present, I would like to inform this gathering and the audience here that more than 300 technologies are under development through startups only within a period of 3 years. And out of them, Out of them, within period of 2 years of development, around 40 technologies have gone for the procurement process.
Yes.
And that too having a value of about 2,000 crores. So it is a signal to the startups that yes, if you work here, if you are having that intellect, if you are having that, you are ready to take that challenge to develop the deep technologies for our forces, for our defense system, you have the conducive platform here and the market as well.
Okay. Clearly, there's plenty of opportunities for the next generation. Thank you very much, Mr. Anurag Bajpai. Thank you for spending your time with us and clarifying many of our, clearing many of our doubts as far as India's defense sector and self-reliance is concerned, and the Tejas aircraft. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much.